When someone gives you their time and their energy, and someone is sitting with you and they want to help you grow and become a better version of yourself, just know that there is an abundance of love from that person to you. So the title for today's video is a little bit cross, I won't lie to you guys. It's a little bit shady, a little bit abrupt is the word that I would use. It's a little bit abrupt. It's not a little bit abrupt, it's very abrupt. The title for today's video is Open Your Mouth and Ask for Help. I don't want the judgment, so please. I don't want judgment. I don't want shame. I don't want embarrassment. The reason that I have titled it this is because there are, and I'm going to put myself in this category as well, there are a lot of us that are tight-lipped and questioning why we're not getting anything. Can you relate? And we're like, oh, I just want this to come into my life. I just want this thing. I just want this. I want this. And I can't wait for this. And oh, I just want someone to help me with this. And rather than being like, can someone help me with this, please? Or asking God, can I have X, Y, Z, please? Or who I need to become to have that thing? Or can I have more of this, please? Or I'm so grateful for this, but I would love to have more of this, please. Rather than doing all of that, we're sitting here suppressing our voice, being like, no one wants to help me. Boo fucking who? Okay, get out of your own way. Didn't even mean to rhyme, but I've just got the time. Am I a rapper? So we got 5 points here, and I'm actually starting to really appreciate these little bullet points because it allows me to not waffle and ramble so much, which I do a lot when I'm talking, because the way my brain works is that she gets really excited and this will go on a tangent like I'm doing right now. Anyway, recognize the need for help. This is the first thing. Okay, so I'm talking about in 2 different ways here. So I might be talking about in a capacity, not even just 2 ways, multiple ways. This could be in a capacity of needing mental health assistance. This could be in the capacity of needing help from friends, from family, from your children, from your spouse. This could be needing help from God, or your God, or whoever you believe in, your higher power. This could be in a capacity of asking for help from yourself. Okay, that could also be another video. So sorry, that was such a loud sniffle right in the mic as well. You don't need that. You don't deserve that either. I apologize. The first thing you can do is recognize the need for help. Okay, and my bullet point for this is acknowledge that it's okay to not have all the answers, or to carry the load alone. You do not have to carry the fucking load alone. Oh my god, there are so many people in this world. You might be one of them that is just trying to figure out everything by yourself. Like, why would you voluntarily solo struggle? I don't understand. Like, why don't you ask for help? If you need help, just fucking ask for it. My mama has this thing, right, where she'll need help from someone, but rather than asking for help, she will like make sounds and like, does anyone else's mum do that? I think it's a mum thing. She'll try to get something from the cupboard while I'm standing right behind her, just sipping tea, like just doing nothing. Mid-conversation, by the way. Mid-conversation, like, it's not like I'm busy and she's like, oh, I don't want to inconvenience her. Like, it's like we're talking and she'll turn around and go reach for something, and because she's short, she can't reach it. So rather than just being like, oh, Ning, could you please grab me the thing, she'll be like, I'm just trying to, and I'm watching her like, what are you doing? And I've started just being like, do you need help? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, just ask then. I love you, mum, but why are you doing this to yourself every fucking time? Stop struggling. It's not necessary. Okay, just recognize when you need help. Okay, so you don't have to carry the load by yourself. You don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to do everything. When I went to uni for the first time, I was sitting there like, oh my god, I'm so stupid because I don't have all the answers. babe, that's why you're there in the first place. You're there to learn. Like, don't be afraid to grow, to be like, I don't know what I'm doing. Can you please help with X? When you go to a job for the first time, you're not sitting there like, I know exactly what I'm doing. No one to help me. I don't need a manager. I've got this by myself. No, you don't. You sit there and you look to your manager, and your expectation is that if you need support, they should be able to support you, right? Like, they should have an open door policy for you to walk through that door and be like, actually, I don't know how to do this, or file this report, or send this thing over, or who do I go to for this complaint? Like, that is the purpose of your manager. So use everyone in your life that you would like to have assistance from as your manager, right? God is my manager. If I need help and I don't know the answer, I go to God and I'm like, my expectation is that you would know the answer to this. Can you please help me get the answer? Or can you show me where I need to go to get the answer, or whatever else? So recognize that you need help. It's fine. It's okay. You do not have to be perfect. You don't have to have everything together. If you need help, ask for it. Okay, so recognize that you need help. That's the first thing. Second thing is identify the right person. Not everyone, hear me when I say this now, not everyone is suitable to help you. Not everyone is available to help you, and not everyone is suitable to help you. So, available. Not everyone is available at the time that you need to be of support. What I mean by that is, not everyone can support you with where you are in your life. And this is why a lot of people have like mentors or coaches, because you know, you might be with a coach for a certain amount of time and they're available at the time because they have the things that you might need, the facilities that you might need, the knowledge that you might need to help you at that moment in time. And then as you grow, maybe you outgrow them and you need to get a new coach, a new mentor who has a different set of skills, right? And with the availability to support you at that time. And on the other side of that, there are also people that you just should not be going to for support. You should not be going to them. I just got an email that says support. How funny is that? Ew, you guys are so weird. Alicia just got an email from Gmail that says support. That's the title of it. Stop listening to my conversations. Get off my phone. Where was I? Identify the right person. Not everyone. You shouldn't be going to everyone for support. That's what I'm trying to say, right? So not everyone is the right person for you to go to. So some people, it's a capacity thing. Maybe they don't have the right capacity or availability to support you. Some people just shouldn't be your support system. So if you are looking to someone who is unfit to support you with getting fit, unless you're going on this journey together as like accountability partners, that's something completely separate. But if you're looking at this person thinking you're my goal and aspiration in life, but that person is 200 pounds heavier than you and your goal is to lose weight, are they really the right person for you to go to? If you are trying to get a managerial job, but you are looking to your colleague to support you getting that job, is that the right person for you to go to? Or should you be going to your manager and asking them for one-to-ones? You have to identify the right person. Okay, that is the next thing. The third thing is to be honest and be vulnerable. Baby, it is okay. Be honest and be vulnerable. It is okay. Okay? I'm talking to you now. Sister sis. It is okay to open up and ask for help. There is a lot of shame. There is a lot of embarrassment that people have when it comes to needing help. Why? I say that and then I'm like, you also went through the same thing, so I get why, but like it shouldn't exist. There should be no shame, there should be no embarrassment. You should be comfortable just being able to go to this is why the right person is important, because that right person can either bring out the right parts of you or suppress the wrong parts, right? So you don't want to go with your big dream to someone and be like, this is what I would really like to do. Do you think you could help me do this? And that person's like, that's a shit idea. You ain't never gonna make that happen. Go ahead and put that in Pandora's box and bury it down in Siberia. Like, you don't want that person, right? You want the person who's like, oh my God, that's a fantastic idea. Okay, here's what you need to do. You need to connect with this person here. So-and-so knows how to build softwares. This person does this and this person can do this. But I would love to help you and support you in this journey. Like, that is the person that you want. That person will allow you then to be honest about your struggles, right? Because the first person, right, person A, Karen, she'll be suppressing you to the point where she'll put down your idea or your thought or whatever it is that you need help with, to the point where you're even scared to open up and be like, I need help with this part. I've got this part, but I need more assistance on this part. Whereas person B, right, Bob, he's like, we fucking got this. You can do anything. You're amazing. I don't know why he's American, but he is in my head. They're very chipper people. And he is like ready to help you, and you're more likely to be honest and vulnerable with that person because you don't feel like there's shame associated with sharing with that person, right? Like Bob might be like, how can I help you? I love everything that you've got going on. What do you need help with? And then you can be like, okay, Bob, I'm struggling with this right now, and I'm struggling with this. And he might be like, listen, I had the same struggle when I was growing up too, but here's what you want to do, right? Whereas person B, like A, is going to be like, don't even talk to me about your problems. So being honest and being vulnerable is a key part in asking for help. Like it just comes with it anyway, to be honest. Like you can't really avoid being honest and being vulnerable if you're going to ask for someone for help, because otherwise it makes the whole thing redundant. Don't go to someone and ask them for help and then force them to coax the problem out of you, because it's tiring, it's draining, and that person will not want to help you in the end unless they are a therapist and they're paid for it. But outside of that, unless he's God, you know, he's always here for us, he's got time, plenty of time for us, okay? But outside of that, like, don't make the experience just tiring and long for the other person. Come when you're ready and tell them, like, listen, it's gonna take me a minute to open up about this problem that I'm going through. Like if it's a mental health struggle, I'm not expecting you to sit down with someone and be like, and blah, 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 and here's every problem and here's a situation, I want you to fix it. I want you to kind of go with an open mind and open heart and just be like, I am struggling with this thing, my mental health right now, and it's going to take me a minute to open up, but I would like the chance to do so. I would like the safe space to do so. So being honest and being vulnerable was a huge part of opening your mouth and asking for help. The fourth thing is expressing gratitude. Like, and this is the note I wrote with this, okay? When someone offers their help, show appreciation. Okay, a simple thank you lets the person know that their support means a lot to you, and it strengthens the bond between you, and that also aids in your ability to be honest with that person and be vulnerable with them, because they'll see that you are genuinely appreciative of the time and the effort that they're putting into you, of the care that they're giving you, the space that they're providing you, and that just entirely in turn it just cultivates a space where honesty is a part of the culture, vulnerability is a part of the conversation, you know. So it takes away that awkward transaction and it makes it more of a flowing conversation between two camaraderies, hey, friends, amigos, compadres, okay? So show gratitude, and also not just because it creates that space, like don't go into it thinking I'm going to say thank you because it'll make me feel better. Go into saying thank you because you are genuinely appreciative that someone has given you their time. Time is something that we never get back. Like time is something that we, you know, when someone dies young, we're always like, they never had enough time. And then when they die old, we're like, they never had enough time. It's like, time is something that we never get back. There never seems to be enough of it. And we always want more. It is the most expensive thing in the world. And I feel like a lot of us give it away quite, I want to say frivolously, but I'm not sure if that's the right word. A lot of us just give it away without a second thought. So when someone is sitting down with you and they're giving you their time, whether it's 10 minutes or an hour or 2 hours, I want you to be appreciative that that person is pouring into you right now. And if it's like a paid service, like a therapist, for example, be appreciative that that person is taking the time out of their schedule. They could have gone with another client after like the initial consultation that you mostly have with therapists, right? Because it goes both ways. You don't just pick your therapist, they also pick you too. But that person is changing your life. Like that person is, forget time for a second, right? Where, especially when it comes to a monetary transaction, that person is pouring into you in a way. They're helping you come to revelations about something. Revelations about revolution. They're helping you become a better version of yourself. That is something to be grateful for. Okay, so forget money, forget time for a second. That in itself is something to be grateful for. That person is pouring into you and is helping you become a better version of yourself, a more free version of yourself, a less emotionally strained version of yourself. That is something to be grateful for. And then the fifth and final thing that I've got written down is to be open to receiving. So, hey, this note that I've written here. Sometimes asking for help can bring up feelings of discomfort and inadequacy. However, be open to receiving assistance and allowing yourself the help Okay, graciously. Understand that you don't have to handle everything alone, and that asking for help is an essential part of personal growth. Okay, so by opening your mouth and asking for help, you break free of the burden of isolation and foster relationships that empower you. It's a reminder that we are all interconnected, and reaching out strengthens both you and those around you. Just on that last point, be open to receiving. This goes in multiple directions, but I'm going to take us in two. Be open to receiving support. Be open to receiving ideas and suggestions from other people. On the other end, be open to receiving feedback. Be okay with someone telling you that maybe you're self-sabotaging in certain spots, or maybe you need to do less of one thing and do more of another. But also be open to communicating with that person that I just want to rant right now. I don't want feedback. I don't want to hear your opinion. I don't want to hear that I'm wrong or that I'm right. I just want to talk. Like, that is all part of communication. You know, how can I communicate with this person, but also how can I help this person communicate with me better? And that goes from speaking and listening as well. You know, if you just want to be heard, let that person know. If you want advice, let that person know. But always be open to receiving support. Always be open to receiving feedback. Always be open to receiving love. Like, when someone gives you their time and their energy, and someone is sitting with you and they want to help you grow and become a better version of yourself, just know that there is an abundance of love from that person to you. Like, just know that that person loves you so fucking much that they want to sit with you and help you map out a journey to, I was going to say a journey to Terabithia, a journey to a better version of yourself. That is love. Besitos.